Oh, okay, folks. So what I'm going to do here is a selection. So I'm going to go over to my library tool tab and in my capture folder. My goal here is to pick the images that I want and have them in my selects folder. So what I'm going to do is take a look at filters. So in the filter area here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 stars. So the idea here is we want to give our ratings to images that we want. So an image that's good, we're going to basically use 5 stars. Now, one thing I'm going to do is turn on my exposure warning. This is going to tell me that this area that's in blue doesn't have detail, it's just pure black. Okay, so that's going to help me with my adjustments. Now I can also use the loop tool. That's this guy here, looks like a little rocket ship engine, to click and hold and actually zoom in an area to see if something's in focus. So these are the two things that I can use for when I want to do my selection. So it looks like everything's in focus, but I'm not very happy with the exposure, so I'm not going to choose this image. Now to switch back and forth, by the way, you can click V on your keyboard or back here to the select. This allows you to actually select things in the program. P is for loop. If I'm here trying to select things with the loop, it's going to be a pain in the butt, so just keep that in mind. Alright, so I don't like this one, I don't like this one. I do like this one. I have a little bit of detail missing in the clouds, but I have more detail on the inside, so I'm going to choose this. When I choose an image, I'm going to give it a 5-star rating. To give something a 5-star rating, you just press 5 on your keyboard. Whoop, there we go, 5 stars. And if I want to include an image that I'm not sure about, but maybe I'll come back to, I'll give it a 4-star rating. So let's see, let's go through this now. So I already have an image like that, that's 2 over. Not a fan of that one or that one, but I do like this one. There's almost no detail missing, and I prefer this one, but I'm going to 4-star this one. That one I'm not even going to touch. I'm going to grab this one and give this one a 5-star, and I'm not a big fan of that. I do like my open text shot, but I like this one first. It'll give me a bit more options for editing. I'll give this one a 4-star. Shadow Laurier, some detail shots, look, a crane, some stairs. So this is how fast it is. Don't need that. There's boring. Boring as well. Okay, so now I have some selection of images. If you look into your filter, once you've done that, you'll see I have 10 5-star images and 3 4-star images, and then 10 images that have none. Now the benefit of this is I can then only show the images that I made a selection to. So if you click on the circle here beside the number in the rating tag in the filter tool of the library tool tab, it will only show me 10. It'll show me a 10 right here in orange above the browser, just saying that, hey, you have a selection. And then I have a 5-star rating here. Now, folks, don't panic because ultimately, if you click the wrong one, you won't see anything, and if filters is gone, you won't see anything. So if you're sitting here like, oh my god, my images are gone, what do I do? Just double check your filters that you don't have a filter on. To turn it off, you can just click on it. Anyways, back where we are. So the idea here is, now that I have a selection, I can hit Command A, and I can then move them to a selects folder, so it's super easy. So I can click this button right here. It's a folder with a arrow going into it. I can use the shortcut key Command J, or I can come up to File and go Move All Selected Variants to the Selects folder. I'm just going to use the shortcut key Command J. It'll warn you that they're moving, and then they'll move. In the meantime, I'm going to show you what's happening in Finder in the background. Here's my Shoot folder, Session folder. There's my Capture folder with the 10 images that are left. There's my Output folder, or my Selects folder now, with the images that I've chosen. There you go. So now if I go to my selects folder in Capture, I can see the image that I've chosen. So that's just a handy, very handy way to go in and double check, or sorry, to go in and make a selection of good images and then carry them over. There you go, guys. That's how we select. Now, for batch renaming, it's quite simple. I'm just going to click on the images. I'm going to put them make sure they're in an order that I want. So I might move this image up a little bit so that it's what the building it belongs to. There we go. And I might move this image down to here. Now they're in the order that I want. I'm going to select them all. I'm going to right-click on an image in the browser here and choose Batch Rename. The Batch Rename dialog box pops up. This allows me to type something in. So if I want to call it last name, first initial, that's not how you spell my last name. Now never actually type the numbers here. Use a counter or a token. So I've got a 4-digit counter here. If you need to get a different token or that token's not missing, make sure you put a space after your last initial. 3 dots here to the right-hand side of the format. You'll get to the naming format area, grab a digit counter token, and just drag it into the format bar here, and then click OK. Sometimes I'll ask you to put a word between your last name and the initials, so we're going to call this process and space. So look at the sample. You'll see last name, first initial, process, and then a number. Right now it's on 1-digit counter. I prefer, in this case, a 3-digit counter. There you go, 008. Now I wanted to start at 1 and not 8, so remember we have to reset the rename counter. So click on these three dots right here, reset rename counter, it'll reset, and click rename. Now everything's renamed properly. And again, if we look in Finder, show in Finder, you'll see the images have actually been renamed. Nice and easy for you. There you go, guys. That is how we select and rename things.